guys.
Again.
Welcome to another video on YouTube. And hey, to all you new people that are new subscribers, so glad you're here.
We see you.
We see you.
I see you right there.
Don't know we see you. No, this is really cool.
Here.
So we're here and we are talking about our last 6 months in a journey of downsizing and living in a 1-bedroom apartment with a toddler.
With a toddler, a very large toddler.
A very large toddler. But really just wanted to take time to encourage everybody who might be thinking about doing the exact same thing to just don't freak out and know it's a season and you can do it too.
And it's gonna be A-okay.
It's gonna be A-okay. So what have you liked about downsizing?
For me personally, downsizing has, from the big house we had to our apartment now, the thing I like the most is that I have more time, because I'm this guy that I love doing projects and I like to fix things, as most guys out there. So I'm always looking, what can I make better? What can I do better here? How can I fix this? And I had this long list. Some of that was honeydew things from Jacqueline, let's be real. She had a list for me to do, but I had my own list. I don't think I've
ever actually physically wrote it.
She had a honeydew list.
Even though I'm thinking about it.
You texted it, you emailed it, you talked to me on the phone about it. There was always a list, guys. You know what I'm talking about. There's always a list.
But you're also, if you've ever taken Strengths Finder, you're #1 achiever. So you have an ongoing list.
For sure. And I'm restorative, which is...
restorative. And we lived in a 1970s home that always required a project.
Which we had a lot of ideas and plans to like bring it to where we wanted it to be, because we love decor and all that stuff. And so, but anyway, my favorite thing about downsizing, I don't have to worry about or be fixated on the projects, because I was spending a lot of time cleaning pools or fixing this thing or working with someone trying to get someone else to fix this thing, or contractors, and that was a lot of time.
Took up every weekend.
Yeah, and that takes time away from your family and just enjoying the season you're in. And an apartment now, I just call someone. I'm like, hey, can you fix this? I come back home, it's fixed.
And
like,
it's fixed.
Does it really get any better than that though?
I mean, no,
I
think there's like obviously seasons for, there is something really special about, you know, working with your hands on your house and making it into what you want it to be. But that's really not what we were feeling anymore.
And you probably heard Zay, because Zay's here. He's eating his food here as well.
So,
Zane, say hi.
Say hi, Zane. Say hi.
He's very busy right now. But
anyways, yeah, so I definitely think the time for me, time-wise, it was a pretty large home, and I love a clean home. And we didn't really, what in the...
Tell him about your home.
Wow, he mean mugged y'all like nobody's business. I don't even know where he comes up with these faces. They ain't from me. They're probably from me.
But tell him about, you saying the time?
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, I love a clean house. We didn't have it in our budget to get somebody to clean it.
Yeah.
And it just felt like I was getting to a point where God's telling me to get creative and to be creative and to do these projects, one of them being YouTube. And literally in my mind, like, I can't, because I gotta clean. I gotta do this. I gotta organize this room. I gotta clean this room.
So your mind was clouded.
My mind was always clouded, and believe me, I think big homes are awesome, and we're not saying like one day we won't.
Oh, we don't have one of those.
But for right now,
better believe
you're like, okay, could I do this? Like, I think the hardest thing is going from something large to back to something small and feeling like I could never go back to that.
Yeah, or you feel like you lost out on something, or you feel like, you know, like you just lost out on something. You backtrack in life. Yeah. Like it's a step backwards. Like,
yeah, like I kept being told when we told people we were going to do this, like people who are really speaking life, that this was actually a setup to something better, and it can feel like anything that you're letting go of, it can feel like if I let it go, I'm actually taking 20 steps backwards.
Yeah.
But this felt like a setup to one with like more time to do what God's called us to, and then being here with less stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Because you had to, I mean, we had a lot of stuff. We didn't realize how much stuff we had until we moved here. And it's like, all the boxes were like piled up to the roof. And it's like, you couldn't even walk around. We're like,
yeah, you realize
probably gonna need
how
to get
much
rid of some
crap
stuff.
you are just holding on to.
But that's like a thing in life, though. Imagine how much time we walk around in life and we're just carrying around a lot of baggage and other people's stuff, and which you shouldn't even be carrying because you wasn't meant to carry that. Only the Lord could carry that stuff. So, but either way, we do it in life, we do it in our houses, and we were doing it. You know, and Zane even agrees with it, though. He's like, yeah.
Real life. We just continue recording these videos with him in the background.
Because you know.
No, like, so getting rid of the stuff really released a lot. And then like honing in on what is important, like what do I really want to keep with me? And then really realizing stuff does not define me. Like the amount of material things I have does not determine my worth. It never will. The size of my home will never determine my worth. What we have gained in this time is a quality of life. And it feels like kind of this clean slate as we go forward and one day most likely own a home again. It just will feel like we're okay. Not that we rush into a home, but like, I think you feel like you just have to do the next thing. Like, I gotta get married, I gotta get a baby, I gotta get a house, da, 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 da. And Frederick and I have never been those people, but not to say you can't get caught up in that step too. Like, oh, I guess that's the most responsible thing to do because I have a child and I need this. But a home is not what the building size is. So the home is what is taking place in the home. And I think we even talked about this in another video.
Yeah, but you can make a home wherever you are.
You make a home wherever you are. So I think us being here in this last 6 months have been the most like strategic.
Yeah, because we had to like organize so much.
Yeah.
You know, we have a lot of bins around the place because, I mean, you got to figure out where to put stuff. So bins are your friend.
Bins are your friend, and whatever doesn't fit in the bin.
Got to go.
Gots to go. So it minimizes, you
become a minimalist.
You become a minimalist. And
I'm maximizer of space.
Yeah. And even the space, I'm still like, ooh, gotta get rid of that. Gotta get rid of that. And like, how many times in your house are you wasting time just organizing into new piles? Yeah. So you're really never getting anything done.
And there's like boxes you have and stuff you have that you haven't touched in like years. And we've had boxes like that of stuff, and we're like, what is even in this box? We've got this box for like 2 years carrying this around. I'm like, I'm tired of lifting this big box and don't even know what's in it.
Yeah, like I started taking things that are like memorable to me, and I'm like, oh, I have to keep this. I now take a picture of it and throw it away. And $100, I don't even look at that picture, but for some reason it's like, okay, I can do that. I'll just take a picture of it.
Absolutely.
But I think also we've gained a new sense of direction of where our family wants to go. And
did you talk about we've gained, I don't know, I might have missed it, but did you talk about we've gained memory, like we have more time to be a family and more time to like go out and do things and make memories together. You know, make memories together. Because he's a city boy.
The joys. Now, for real though, I mean, there's so much joys, but don't get it twisted.
There are challenges too.
There are so many challenges, and it could be like...
A toddler is a challenge living in a smaller space.
We share a room.
Yeah, you share a room with our toddler.
Did I tell you we share a room? Here's the deal. A lot of people in the world, there are 10 people living in a room. I get that. Yeah. That's like, that is very much something we realize. So it's no saying that. And that should just tell you, you can do it because very fortunate and very blessed to even have this beautiful space.
Yeah, absolutely. But when you have a smaller space, you have to get more strategic in keeping your toddler entertained, which is
you have to get out of the apartment.
A journey in itself. See, that's just how you have to get strategic, because stuff like that happens.
Hold on. Okay, we're back. So the next thing, I think, oh my gosh, y'all. The next thing, okay. You know Mama needs some of these. Salt and vinegar. For real though, these are so bomb. I don't know what other stores they sell this at, but I get these at Marshall's. Okay, next. Frederick took Zane in, maybe to nap part 2. But just to wrap it up, another thing I feel like moving here just released a lot of pressure to decorate a home, spend your money on a lot of things to fill your home and fill your space, and all that stuff is great. I love design, I love decor, but it kind of just gave us a breather. Like, this is all we can fit in here. That's all. Like, I haven't bought any new decor for this space, and it's just been a nice pause on buying that or feeling the pressure to fill it, and just regrouping and saving money for other life experiences, whether it's travel or making memories with your family. And that has been a great plus. And just also regrouping and being like, where do we want to go? What kind of house, what neighborhood do we really want to be in? And then I want Frederick to be here for the next one, but even like where we're headed is just being okay to wait on God and his timing. And this is just to say what I've learned in this is, even so our lease is up in 5 months, and it's like, oh, because people would be like, oh, you're gonna buy a house again? Are you gonna buy a house again? It's time to get a house, time to get responsible. And I say to that, being a good steward of your money is being responsible. Not getting in debt is responsible. Waiting on God is responsible. Strategizing and saving where you need so you can make these big purchases and plan out for goals is being responsible. If that means you have to go live with your mom, if it means you have to take a place that is not as nice and extravagant, then okay. That was one of the reasons we did a 1-bedroom. It's like, yeah, I would love a 2-bedroom with a little bit more space, but saving money is really important to us right now. And so God has made it work. We've made it work and we've enjoyed. And I wake up every morning, I'm like, thank you, Lord. We might be cramped, but look at this view and this beautiful building and this beautiful city with all these great people, which, speaking of people, we see a lot more people because a lot more people are downtown and they want to come visit. And I love the city vibes and just the experiences of the city. So we've really gained that. I mean, 80-year-old neighbors are fine, but 80-year-old neighbors have a different pace of life. And even who you surround yourself with, you start to want to just walk around the neighborhood. I'm sorry. This is really rude. The beauty is we are praying about our next move. We are thinking of renting probably another year. And again, just keep saving and then praying about our neighborhood. I think I heard TD Jakes talk about how you should plan with a decade in mind. So where you choose to move, you should think of it as a decade. That when you have kids, for us, it's like, is this a great school? Is this like where I want them to be? Now I have a toddler, so it's a little different, but even just thinking of that is like, where do we want to really plant some roots? But also just always being open to the fact that God could say, I want you to move here, or I want you to move there. And that's really the important part, is following the Holy Spirit's lead. Anyways, so that's all really for this video. And just to let you know, like, keep us in your thoughts and prayers as we figure out what's next for our family. Our lease is up in June, and I think we would love to stay in the area, but God can do anything. So it's just a video to say, don't freak out if for a season you have to do things that, one, seem weird to other people or seem like you shouldn't be because society says you should be something. The best thing you can do is follow the Lord, and sometimes just being patient and content in where you're at and being patient for the things you want instead of jumping into something just to show everybody that, look, I've made it, when you're like just drowning. So it's not worth it. And your peace of mind, like, you can have peace wherever. A big space, a big fancy upgrade kitchen, that doesn't bring you peace. It's the environment you create wherever you're at. So, hope you guys are having a great day, and look forward to talking to you guys some more this week and sharing some more videos. Until then, see you later. Bye.